Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined. Here today with your daily energetic check-in. And I'm using the Good Tarot today, and our card of focus is the Six of Air. What a beautiful card. This card represents a rite of passage. It represents a necessary change in your thinking to gain greater wisdom. Okay, it's really about creating an inner calm. And when we do that, it will calm your outer conditions, right? Moving through your energy, your processes, your events, your challenges, your excitements, anything like that, will be much smoother when we have an inner calm approaching those. Okay. So basically, it's a transition into something better. When we change our inner world, our outer world, if I can speak today, will change to reflect that as well. Okay. A rite of passage, it says, a rite of passage, a necessary change in thinking to gain greater wisdom. Right? Well, let's break into this bad boy, okay? Yeah. I've had some challenges lately. And I'm finally realizing that I'm able to finally, after all these years, sort of to calm the inner anxiety a little bit. And it does help. It doesn't mean I don't slip into the panic mode from time to time, when things get really, really challenging. But finding that inner calm is, I would say it's worth it. It's not easy. It takes a lot of practice. Okay. A lot of practice. All right. Anyway, let me shuffle up the cards. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the likes, subscribes, the views. Thank you just for viewing. I'm happy with that. Donations. There is a link in the drop-down box, PayPal link, and the shares. Thank you for sharing. I'm trying to build my site. This is new for me. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I finally did it. Let's unpack this. There we go. Okay. Aw. All right. It's a card of memories, the Six of Cups. Our childhood, our past. It could be past life memories too coming up. This is the nature of learning how to be calm, changing your mindset. Maybe you've got some sort of, maybe there's a reason that your inner world isn't calm. Let's see. I don't know yet. All right. Coming out in the position of your attitude, is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is really brave, but he does tend to go in, like, rushing into situations really without considering consequences and that kind of thing. Tensions, highs, lows, conflict. So it's a real tumultuous energy, right? And this is kind of how you're feeling in your situation right now. And it feels like your situation may be causing a little bit of panic. Okay. There's something about it that has to do with your past. Okay. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So you are meant to keep in mind that there's something that you're working on that is sort of the beginning of your journey to your legacy, okay? You are building a new foundation. You are working on a new stability, which totally makes sense. That it would be creating sort of this conflict within you, these highs and these lows, right? When we're in that energy, it makes it really, really hard to find an inner calm. Right? There's something about your situation that is attached to, I think, something that you've learned in your life, right? And it has to do with your stability and your foundation. Maybe you have to look at money in a different way. Maybe you have to look at how to get there in a different way. I mean, the page is bringing in a message of a new beginning, right? It's sort of the planning stages of it. All right. What else we got? Interesting. 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 I like it so far. I do like it. I mean, I understand it is what I'm saying. I understand is what I mean. The energy. I understand the, all right, let's grab one for the Six of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Beginnings, prosperity. Yeah. So maybe you're working on something that you wanted to do for like a lot, like it was a dream of yours maybe. And you're working on that. That's the goal. That's the nature of what you're doing, okay? But I don't think it's going quite the way that you want it to with this Knight of Swords popping up with the highs and lows and the tension, right? So it's creating sort of a conflict that makes it hard for you to stay and remain calm inside. But this card also, the Six of Air, also reminds us that we are transitioning into a new way, okay? And that new way is your new path to a new foundation, okay? All right, and okay, so coming up under here, so there is a union coming. There's somebody coming that's going to help you, right? You're meant to be here. This is what you need. This is the nature of this remaining in a calm state. You know, if we're calm on our inner world, it permeates our outer world, our material world. So this prosperity and new beginnings is all yours. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is like the bomb, right? That's money and abundance. So it feels like once you're taking steps towards that, which you are, like it feels someone's going to help you. And it could be a business partner. It could be a love partner. It could be a new best friend that comes in to help. It could be anything like that. Anyone like that. It is a karmic union. You know, some people say this is a twin flame card. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It just depends on your situation. Okay? It feels like with this reading and that you are kind of starting off on this new path, that it might be Yeah, I think it might be a business partner coming in. Ooh, all right. Okay. Yeah, I realized I did 3 cards on that first pile. I was so into that ace. Yeah, so we have the Chariot coming. And the Chariot is movement, progress. So even through the highs and the lows and trying to sort of mediate your emotional, internal emotional guidance system, even with it being sort of all over the place, you are still making progress. And you're making progress, I feel, because you are aware. I think there's an awareness around it. You've been doing your work. So there is movement. All right, let's get one for this Page of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, the Emperor. Law and order. Law and order. Yeah, whatever you're working on, you're working on it not only, from the sort of beginning stages of building this foundation, but you're the Emperor. You already have ruled realms before, so you know how to do it. Okay, so there seems to be some sort of precision happening with what you're working on. Okay, keep in mind. And the Emperor, by the way, is very calm. It's very, very calm. In fact, sometimes the Emperor can be considered a little cold. Okay. It doesn't get triggered. It doesn't get sucked into drama. He's earned the right to sit in this throne seat, right? And you will too. If you aren't already. I mean, you already deserve it, obviously. But you've earned the right to build your new foundation in the way that you choose to, because you have mastered all of the kings. There was a lot of wisdom here. You are wise. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card for the Two of Cups. I'm just curious if we'll have any sort of clarity on that. Oh, okay. Well, it's something that you've been wishing for. Something you've been wishing for, okay? So you've been wishing for someone to come in, whether it's for love or to help you with this new venture, or just needing, needing a best friend to talk to. Whoever it is, it's someone that you've manifested, and it is karmic, okay? All right. Stay calm. I have a feeling this person is going to help you stay calm. All right, let's get one more for that middle pile. What's representing you. Yeah, look at this. You have 2 cards of movement here. The Wheel of Fortune is a karma card, right? So it's moving for you. You're moving in the right direction. And we have confirmation with the Chariot as well. The Chariot is success, progress, new journeys. So even in this sort of a little bit more of a chaotic energy that you may fall into from time to time, you are still moving, okay, in the right direction. Stay calm. Stay calm. Calm your inner self. Do not get sucked into drama. Do not let the anxiety of the moment take you over. Take a deep breath. Take 2. Okay. We have the Mother Star coming out with the Emperor. This is a karmic connection right here. And I do believe that this has to do with our 2 and our wish. Okay. Mother Star is the mother of all things. supports intuitively. She has a knowing. She is the mother of your wishes and dreams. Okay? This is fantastic. This is fantastic because this is all happening for you. You are only being asked to stay calm, to create an inner calmness as you're dealing with this external world and all of this stuff happening. This is a transition. You are transitioning from one life to your new life, to your new beginning. Okay? Stay calm. You got this. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe.